Wayne Duke. He's in the press box there. Wayne, tell us when we might expect to have the director's board announced. Well, the director's are in Chicago. And hi there, everybody. I'm sorry, had no introductions. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. This is the Sunday edition of Steve's Sporty Balls. We are right now watching Game 2 of the Boston Celtics Dallas Mavericks game. It's in the fourth quarter, 9:28 remaining. And as you know, Boston leads this best-of-7 series by a 1-0 margin. They want nothing better to do than to put Dallas in the hole 2-0. Right now, I'm watching it, and it's 9:17 remaining in regulation quarter or regulation game. And before we get to the main topic, the main game, we're getting to it anyway. Score right now, 9:17 left to play in regulation. Boston 88, Dallas 78. Boston going up to obviously Dallas in the white and the miss. Game 3 will be Wednesday night, 8:30. Then Friday will be possibly the penultimate game, Game 4. Both games at 8:30 on ABC. 88-78 right now. And Dallas is in the white. Boston is in the home black. And let's see if Dallas can make this one after missing it. Yes, so they split the pair. It's 79-88, 9:15 left to play. Boston's ball, and we'll give you some of the stats. Hopefully this game will go off before we do. All right. Had a lot of fun today, folks. And how you doing? It's now a 90-79 game. Boston really handling Dallas. And let's get to some news here. Let's refresh. Come on, guys. Refresh. Thank you. And let's get to it. The WNBA today, they really screwed the pooch. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark and Fever coach Christy Side spoke Sunday for the first time since news broke that the number 1 overall pick had not made Team USA's final roster for the 2024 Olympics in Paris next month. While Clark was as even-keeled as always, her reaction as she found out Dan Hurley was to be named the lovely, come on, Boston called the timeout. It's 90-83 right now. Boston with the lead, fourth quarter. And let's get to this report like I was trying to. While Clark was as even-keeled as always in her reaction, Sides gave away her star's immediate reaction to the news. I'm getting a lot of these notifications. Quote, Sides said, she got the call on the bus and she texted me to let me know, and I just tried to keep her spirits up. The thing she said was, hey, coach, they woke a monster, which I thought was awesome, end quote. An official roster announcement is not expected until Tuesday, but news of Clark's omission came out shortly after midnight on Saturday, and the full roster followed a few hours later. As expected, the team is made up of MVPs, all WNBA stalwarts and future Hall of Famers, including Aja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Alyssa Thomas, and Afiza Collier, just to name a few. The level of talent and expertise, no players are younger than 26, is one of the main reasons Clark said she had no disappointment about not making the cut. Clark also said, I'm excited for the girls that are on the team. I know it's the most competitive team in the world, and I know it could have gone either way of me being on the team, me not being on the team. I'm excited for them. I'm going to be rooting them on to win gold. I was a kid who grew up watching the Olympics, so it would be fun to watch them. Uh, she also said, I think it just gives you something to work for. It's a dream. Hopefully, one day I can be there. And I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and hopefully, in 4 years, I can be there. Uh, Might have to be on a different team, though. Clark was invited to the most recent training camp in April, which would have been her first experience with the senior national team, but was unable to participate due to the Final Four. Even so, she gave herself a real chance to make the squad with an impressive start to her rookie campaign. She's averaging 16.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 6.3 assists, and is on pace to be the fifth player in league history to put up a 15-5-5 season. Among rookies, she's first in scoring and assists, fourth in rebounds among all players. She's 13th in scoring, fourth in assists, and second in made threes. There have been times when she struggled with physicality, however, and she also leads the league in turnovers at 5.6 per game. Those factors, combined with the talent and experience ahead of her, appear to be the reason she failed to make the cut, Christine Brennan of USA Today reported. Team USA veterans were also concerned about how Clark's legion of fans would react if she was selected but received limited playing time. Clark did not get into any specifics regarding the decision, but she did say that USA Basketball called to deliver the news before it leaked on social media. If there's a silver lining for Clark, it's that she'll finally get a break when the WNBA pauses for the Olympics. She's been playing essentially nonstop since her senior season at Iowa began in October. Once the Fever wrap up their pre-Olympic schedule, July 17th, they won't play again until the Olympics conclude on August 16th. There's still a slight possibility that Clark could make the team as an injury replacement. Notably, Chelsea Gray was selected, but has not played in a game in 8 months due to a foot injury. And it's unclear when uh, it's unclear when she'll be back. As one of the best playmakers in the world, Clark could be next in line if the veteran point guard isn't healthy in time. Of course, that's a mighty big if. And while Clark said it will be a great opportunity, she's focused on the Fever and trying to climb out of 11th place. If USA Basketball needs something, I have a great relationship with them, but the 12 they have selected are really good players, so I think they're in pretty great hands, Clark said. Cheryl Reeve is a great coach. The selection committee did a good job. That was not bad. By the way, it is 93-83 Boston, 7 1/4 left to play. Okay, let's keep going, and we might just do the last 10 seconds live from here in our studio. Kyle Larson holds off Martin Truex Jr. Actually, no gas held off Martin Truex Jr. to earn his third win of 2024. Kyle Larson put an exclamation point on his homecoming to wine country in Northern California as the Elk Grove, California native took the checkered flag in the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma to earn his third win of the 2024 season. Larson prevailed in a strategy race using 13-lap fresher tires to run down Chris Bruscher and Martin Truex Jr. and take the lead for the final time with 9 laps to go. After a rash of cautions in the first 2 stages gave way to a long green flag run in the final stage, Larson made his final stop of the day from the lead with 30 laps to go, putting him on offense as he was tasked with running down drivers who pitted far earlier than he did from 8th place. Larson was able to make up the deficit and make his move with 9 to go, first following Truex through as he passed Buscher for the lead, then taking the top spot for himself when Truex went wide in turn 4. Larson would pull away over the closing laps as both Truex and Buscher then went into fuel conservation mode, with Truex running out of fuel on the final lap and barely close to the finish line. Buscher held on to finish third. The unofficial results, Kyle Larson the winner, Michael McDowell in second, Chris Boucher in third, Chase Elliott in fourth, Ross Chastain in fifth, AJ Allmendinger in sixth, Brian Blaney in seventh, Tyler Reddick in eighth, Christopher Bell in ninth, and Todd Gilliland in 10th. The victory for Larson ties him for the most wins this season with Denny Hamlin and William Byron, and it comes only 5 days after he was formally absolved of missing the Coca-Cola 600 due to inclement weather, altering his attempt at the Indy 500 Coke 600 double. Larson was granted a playoff waiver, and he is now firmly back in position for regular season championship and much beyond that. Thanks to the 26th win of his Cup career, Larson has retaken the points lead with 10 races to go in the regular season championship, capitalizing on Denny Hamlin's race lasting just 2 laps before it blew an engine, coming to lap 3. Larson's win also moves him into a tiebreaker for 32nd on NASCAR's all-time wins list, with Hall of Famers Fred Lawrenson and the late great Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is still alive, thankfully. In 2 races with next-gen cars, Sonoma's annual Cup date has seen only 4 cautions in 2022 and just 2 in the entirety of 2023's race. But with newly paved asphalt and a new set of barriers lining Turn 11, Sonoma was a different and much more treacherous racetrack, with the yellow flag flying constantly in the first half of the event. The first 2 stages of Sunday's race would see 8 cautions in total, including a number of multi-car pileups that altered numerous drivers' days. Joey Logano, the pole sitter, would lead much of the opening part of the race from the pole, but his day would wind up being dramatically altered when he was tagged by spinning Chase Briscoe at the top of the S's. Then contact from Eric Jones to Josh Berry would send Berry sliding into the entry to Turn 11 and bowling into a tight pack of cars he had been racing just behind. The amount of caution flags had a major impact on the flow of the race and subsequent strategies, as by the time things finally settled down and virtually the entire final stage ran under green, the field was put in a position where they could make it to the end on a one-stop strategy. That's what ended up occurring, but exactly when everyone's final stops occurred was largely set up by a combination of when they came to pit road during the opening stages and how much caution laps allowed them to stretch the field they had. In the end, Sunday's race would wind up featuring a high attrition rate as 7 drivers failed to finish due to both crashes and mechanical problems. One of those was Chase Briscoe, whose transmission failure was especially undesirable given that he entered Sonoma just below the playoff cut line. With Martin Truex Jr.'s issues on the final lap bringing the last caution out of the finish, Sunday's race would feature 9 cautions in total, tying the track record for most cautions in a single race, first set back in 1990. The next race. For the first time, the NASCAR Cup Series will make its long-awaited trip to Iowa Speedway for the inaugural Iowa Corn 350 on Sunday night at 7 p.m. You can catch that race on the USA Network as Sonoma ended the first half of the season for Fox Sports. The rest of the season for this year will go to NBC. Next year, you will see Fox. And then at the end of Sonoma, they will hand over the microphone to not 1, but 2 broadcast entities. For the first time ever, a streaming network will be given 5 races, that, of course, being Prime Video. Meanwhile, an old friend returns with TNT Sports taking their 5 races. And on the other side of the coin, the Xfinity car races, the folks at NBC will be passing the torch or the microphone a little bit early this year because of their coverage of the Paris Summer Games, or the Summer Games in Paris coming up in June, late June to be exact. So we welcome the CW network, which will take their turn at doing NASCAR races as the new, the NASCAR Xfinity Series Cup. No, it's the Infinity Xfinity, not Infinity. The CW will be the exclusive home of the NASCAR Xfinity Cup Series. There we go. Racing Series. There it is. Hello, Matt G, and hello, Matt the Wizard Nichols. How y'all doing? Great to see you here. We're about to take our first breath And for that breath, we're taking it right now as we see Bill Belichick, Gino Auriemma, and the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, is also joining the festivities. We're in the fourth quarter right now of game number 2, and right now it is a 97-89 Boston lead, 4:27 remaining. Boston with the ball, and they're trying to put an exclamation point on this game, and oops. Dallas has the ball now. Nope, correction. Yes, double correction. Dallas has the ball, but now it has been stolen by Boston. Boston puts the exclamation point, and I'm sorry if I shouted there. It's 100-89. We got 353 remaining in regulation. So while the Cavs are fighting to take the second game out of reach, the Mavs are just trying to survive. Right now, it looks like, ooh, hello. Another chance for a three. Goes right in. It is a 103-89 lead. There should have been a foul on Dallas. Timeout has been called. 3:32 remaining. They're about to go into a commercial break on ABC. So we're going to continue on with our broadcast. When it gets to the final 30 seconds, more or less, when it gets to the final minute, we'll take you there. We will extend our time. So I didn't call for that. I did not call for that. Go away. Thank you. Everybody thinks I'm calling people. Okay. After months of contemplating retirement, Darren Waller has finally made a decision. Days ahead of the start of the New York Giants mandatory minicamp, the former Pro Bowl tight end has informed the team that he is officially hanging up the cleats, according to NFL insider for CBS Sports, Jonathan Jones. Waller admitted in a video statement, quote, "The passion for football has slowly been fading," end quote. In a statement he released today, explaining that a medical episode during the 2023 season forced me to reevaluate his priorities on and off the field. It's a whole lot of money to leave behind, Waller said of his decision to retire, but I feel like I've spent most of my life doing what I should be doing. I've been a people pleaser my whole life. This is an opportunity for me to kind of take back the power in my life, start to make choices for myself, and take control. I'm not disappearing off the face of this earth. I'm shifting, I'm turning, I'm going to be going where God is taking me next, but this journey will always be something that I hold dear, end quote. The Giants released the following statement regarding Waller's decision, quote, "We have a great respect for Darren as a person and a player. We wish him nothing but the best," end quote. The 31-year-old had not attended the Giants' voluntary offseason programming up to this point. According to reporters, he was undecided about his NFL future just 1 year after his Big Blue tenure began. So there you go. Dallas trying to launch comeback, 2:51 remaining in the game. And, oh boy, I think there may have been a push-off there. Just take a look again at the instant replay. And whoa! Well, that was incredibly stupid. Boston 103, Dallas 91. Of course, it'll be a two-shot. And the first shot goes in. It is now 92-103, an 11-point lead. And we're going to continue here with golf. And let's give you, he's got one more shot. Dallas will need a miracle right now. It is 93-103. It is a 10-point Boston lead, 2:51 remaining. And the clock has begun. And now you got to wonder if Dallas will be doing some fouling to keep some time on the clock. Boston is really doing something right with all the passes. And whoops, the moment I say that, there was a turnover there that might be just what Dallas needs. Well, find out. The PGA Tour's seventh signature event of the season is in its final round as the 24 Memorial Tournament took center stage at Murfield Village. While the Memorial marks one of the last big money tournaments on the PGA Tour schedule, it also kicks off a highly lucrative 3-week stretch in pro golf, surrounding the third major of the season over the next 3 weeks. Murfield Village ultimately welcomed 73 players this week, and it was once again Scottie Scheffler that claimed victory at a significant tournament and brought home a massive check to go with it. Scheffler, back in form after a couple of recent hiccups, won for the fifth time in his last 8 events. Those 5 wins are the most in a single season for any PGA golfer since 2017 and Justin Thomas, and given what remains on the calendar, Scheffler now has an opportunity to join the rare 8-win club. Still 10-point lead, 1:49 left. It's now a 9-point lead, 103-94. Celtics in black, Dallas in away white. The second trup is up and in, and Dallas has cut the lead, 95-103. Boston with the ball. And about a minute 40 left to play. What he has already accomplished, though, is setting the new PGA Tour earnings record for a single season, collecting $4 million for winning the Memorial. Scheffler has now claimed over $24 million this season, $3 million beyond what he earned in 2023 when he last set the PGA Tour earnings record. The $4 million paid out to Scheffler matched the sum for grabs at the Genesis Invitational and Arnold Palmer Invitational on the PGA Tour calendar. And if Scheffler remains on a heater, he could clean up close to 8 figures over the next couple of weeks. Those inside the top 11 all cleared $500,000, while every player inside the top 21 made more than $250,000, with those inside the top 50 bringing home at least $52,000. And wow. What a haul. Okay, folks, about a minute, 15 seconds left. We will cut our scoreboard short when we have 50 seconds remaining. Right now it's a 103-98 ball game. And Dallas still in a little trouble, but now they can breathe a little easy. Boston now being put under it. And whoa! Nice steal. Dallas has a good chance, but did not do it. 103-98, 48 seconds left. I'm going to put up the teleprompter here. 42 seconds, 41. It's 103-98. Boston has the ball. Once again, I wish we can show this to you, but we can't. We got 31 seconds. Yes! It's 105-98 with 23 seconds. The shot clock is it 23 or 26 or 29? Well, the shot clock is still up. They're reviewing probably this play. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that was close to goaltending for Dallas. Dallas had the ball. Yeah. Ooh. Not good. Boston with the ball and the game in hand. We shall keep you up to date. Matt, Ed, and Eddie, I'm doing well. Hopefully you like the Discord server so far. Maybe a while before it's ready for the public. I will check it out after this game. We have been on for 23 minutes. It is 10:26 right now. We're going to be on until 11:05. Just to make things in a circumventional mode. But let's get back into it right now. Get you some boxing news, and it is not very good news. Police reportedly detained boxer Ryan Garcia in Beverly Hills, California. On Saturday, a video shows a man alleged to be Garcia in handcuffs being led out of the hotel. Garcia was reportedly arrested for felony vandalism at the Waldorf Astoria on Saturday afternoon, according to TMZ Sports. The boxing superstar allegedly trashed his hotel room and the hallway before the Beverly Hills Police Department intervened. And right now, we're going to hold this story. We got 19 seconds left. Boston 105. No, excuse me. Yeah, 105. Dallas 98. And Boston, without the shot clock, 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. It is a 2-0 series lead as Boston wins 105-98. An incredible game, an incredible way to end it. Just impressive shots and blocks by Boston. And once again, the final score, Boston 105, Dallas 98. Boston holds a 2-0 series advantage, which means Dallas, oh boy, Dallas has to find an answer. Otherwise, it could be all over very soon. So the next game will be on Tuesday night, again on ABC at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to make sure that is correct before we go on any further. So I'm watching the clock here, and I'm watching our little clock as we're about to hit the halftime. Let's see. Let's continue. The hotel alleges that Garcia caused over $15,000 in damages, according to police. Any damage over $400 can be considered a felony in California. Wow. Garcia's attorney issued a statement to ESPN late Saturday night, while also noting that the boxing star may be charged with public intoxication in addition. Darren Chavez also said that Garcia recently received devastating news about his mother's health. Quote, Ryan had been open about his struggles with mental health over the years, and at this time he is dealing with an immense emotional burden, Chavez said. The support and understanding from fans and the public are crucial as he navigates these personal challenges. We're working diligently to provide Ryan with the resources he needs. Our team is committed to ensuring that he receives the appropriate help and care to address both his immediate and long-term well-being. We ask for continued support and compassion as Ryan focuses on his family and his health at this time. And we agree wholeheartedly. Give us a moment. I want to make sure. NBA Finals Game 3, time and network.
According to CBS News, the 2024 NBA Finals is a best-of-7 series beginning on June 6, 2024, airing on ABC. All times Eastern. Game 2, Mavericks vs. Celtics, Sunday, June 9, 8 p.m. Game 3, Celtics vs. Mavericks, Wednesday, June 12, 8:30 p.m.
Okay, so Game 3 will be in Dallas, Wednesday, June 12th at 8:30. NHL Stanley Cup Finals, game number 2, time and network.
According to AC Central, the Edmonton Oilers and Florida Panthers play on Monday, June 10th in Game 2 of the 2024 Stanley Cup Final. The game is scheduled for 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and can be seen on ABC, streamed with free trial from Fubo, who will win the Stanley Cup Final game.
Okay, so Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. I'm losing my voice. There we go. That'll be tomorrow. Then Game 3 in Dallas will be on Wednesday. Are we sure of that? Are we sure on Wednesday? I have no idea anymore. I think it is Wednesday. But what a finals game this has been. Both the NHL and NBA have given us, or are giving us, 2 of the best finals in history. Okay. So Celtics 105, Mavericks 98, Boston leads series 2-0, and it's off to Dallas for Game 3. Let's see. Boston gets games 1 and 2. Mavericks get games 3, 4, and 5. I said this finals would go full plate. Now I am not certain. What I am certain is if Dallas does not win one of its 3 games, it's all over. They got to win game 3 to force game 4 and game 5 to be sort of the hot hit must wins for Boston. But right now, it looks like all 3 Dallas games are going to be must wins. I think the Celtics have found their groove, and they are going to just take the game. As I've always said, the winner of game 1, it could be of the Stanley Cup, it could be of the NBA Finals or the World Series, but the winner of game 1 controls everything. Right now, Dallas is down 0-2 in this finals. They must find some way of winning game 3, or this could all be over. And on Dallas's home court, even. So let's take a look at the Stanley Cup order of dissemination. Game 2 will be Monday at 8 o'clock. Bobrovsky! If anyone can do it, you can do it. Thank you. Let's see, this is the 9th, so the 10th. It'll be Edmonton in Florida, 8 o'clock on ABC. June 13th, Florida, Edmonton, 8 o'clock. Again on ABC and ESPN Plus. So everything's, and the CBC. Might be there last year too. I don't know. But there you have it. It's going to be a weird week. I will guarantee you that. A very weird week. Let's go to, where are you headed now? Come on. I had you in the right corner. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's get to the schedule here of the Edmonton, Florida. Game 2 will be on Monday, Game 3 on Thursday, Game 4 on Saturday. All games on ABC, ESPN, Sportsnet, and CBC, and TVA, for those that care. Yeah, ESPN Plus, Sportsnet, CBC, and TVA Sports. So there you go on that one. As I said, this is going to be a very strange night to cover sports. Okay, I think we're done with NHL. Now we got to concentrate. NBA for now. It's I do believe the NHL for a couple of nights. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's see. If I can remember correctly, it's been a while since I've done this. Game 1, Game 2. Game 3 is on Wednesday night. Game 4 Friday, Game 5, 6, and 7 Monday, Thursday, and Sunday if necessary. So they got to, no matter what, Dallas must win Game 3. They can take either Game 3 or Game 4. That might just save the season. Game 3 will be in Dallas. Games 3, 4. Games 3 and 4 are in Dallas. Game 5 will be back in Boston. Game 6 will be back in Dallas, and the final game will be back in Boston. So this is going to be very interesting. So the Celtics lose and go 0-2 in the series. If they don't, again, if the Mavericks don't win one of two, or if the Mavericks don't win both games in Dallas, it's over. They got to split to stay in it. Game 3 is pivotal. The Mavericks must win or it's all over. And there's no way they can come back from an 0-3 deficit. But we shall see what happens. Anyway, let's get you going with some scores before we have a crash here. And let's give it to you. Of course, Game 2, Celtics 105, Mavericks 98. In the golf, in the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, Scotty Scheffler won, -8. Second place, Colin Morikawa with -7. Third place, Canadian Adam Hadwin, -4. Fourth place, Christian Bezdunot at -3. And a tie for fifth, Matt Fitzpatrick, just one of about 3 at -2. In Major League Baseball, final scores all the way around. Mets over the Phillies in London, 6-5. Rangers over the Giants, 7-2. Nationals over the Braves, 8-5. In 10 innings, Twins over the Pirates, 11-5. Tigers over the Brewers, 10-2. Cubs over the Reds, 4-2. Orioles over the Rays, 9-2. Guardians over the Marlins, 6-3. In 10 innings, Red Sox over the White Sox, 6-4. Also in 10 innings, Mariners over the Royals, 6-5. Cardinals over the Rockies, 5-1. Angels over the Astros, 9-7. In 10 innings, Blue Jays over the Athletics, 6-4. Diamondbacks over the Padres, 9-3. And the Yankees beat the Dodgers, 6-4. In women's soccer, Kansas City over Seattle, 5-2. In the toughest CONCACAF, one game still going on right now. Panama over Montserrat, 3-1 in the 83rd minute. All the rest of the scores are final. El Salvador over St. Vincent and Grenadine, 3-1. Jamaica over Dominica, 3-2. Haiti over Barbados, 3-1. Costa Rica over Grenada, 3-0. Honduras beat Bermuda, 6-1. In Brazilian cities, it was Cuiabá, 5. Criciúma, 2. WNBA, one game still going on, 9:50 left to play in the final quarter. It's Sparks 74, Aces 67. Final scores, Liberty 93, Mystics 88. In 2 overtimes, it was the Mercury 97, the Wings 90, and the Lynx in regulation beat the Storm 83-64. And those are your scores for just a few moments. We'll get more scores for you as you like. Or even if you don't like, you're still going to get them. Sound normal? Is normal. Okay, let's get over to our favorite little dot commer here. And leave us to begin. We hit the wrong button, guys. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, right now, on our stage, the fabulous international friendlies. Italy defeated Bosnia and Herzegovina 1-0. Georgia over Montenegro 3-1. Slovakia over Wales 4-0. France and Canada ended up in a goose egg tie. Argentina beat Ecuador 1-0. And we'll see if there's any USA action that we can give you. Oh boy. It's not that. It should that. Oh yes. Don't forget. Yeah, I'm not going to forget. We do have, and we will have, some scores for you in the minor leagues. I don't know if we're going to have time for a listen in or not, but I'm going to keep promising we will one day have nothing but a couple of listen ins. Okay. In U.S. Hi there. In USL Championship action, Indianapolis beat Birmingham 1-0. In the NISA, it was Arizona over Capo 2-1. Irvine over LA 1-0. In the MLS Next Pro, it was New York over Toronto 2-1. North Texas in a rout over Minnesota 3-0. Portland and Ventura County tied at 3. Vancouver over Los Angeles 3-0. In USL League number 2, it was Ann Arbor over Oakland 1-0. Inner Gainesville over Brevard County 2-0. Hudson Valley over Long Island 3-1. Uh, Almaden over San Francisco 1-0. Sarasota over Weston 2-1. Capital over West Seattle 4-2. Philadelphia over LVU 3-2. And in the I've already done the women's game, so I think we are done on the football side. No hockey, I guess. Let's see. Do we have any hockey? No games available. Thank you. And basketball, obviously, in some aspects we do, but we've already we got a updated score. Fourth quarter, Los Angeles leads Las Vegas 78-71. A very close game. Let's taking out some of the entertainment report, some of the entertainment news that we have for you tonight. So here we go, piece by piece. Let's see. This is going to be fun. Sports Illustrated reports the Utah NHL franchise asked prospects bizarre question in pre-draft meetings per a report. The franchise, formerly known as the Arizona Coyotes, is preparing for the upcoming 24 NHL draft as it navigates its move to Salt Lake City next season. Utah, which owns the number 6 pick in the draft, reportedly got a bit creative while conducting interviews with prospects during this weekend's NHL scouting combine in Buffalo. The Athletics' Apran Basu reported Saturday Utah's front office was asking prospects for their Uber passenger rating. A passenger rating on the Uber app is given by drivers after a ride is completed. Drivers give a grade of 1 through 5 stars based on the passenger's timelessness, cleanliness, and courtesy throughout the ride. Perhaps Utah's front office considers that number a glimpse into prospects' personality off the ice. Aside from which prospect they'll select with the number 6 pick, Utah is playing to figure out now before the next season begins in October. Earlier this week, Utah released 6 names currently up for fan vote to decide the franchise's nickname, down to the Utah Hockey Club Blizzard, Venom, Mammoth, Outlaws, and Yeti. Fans have the chance to vote on their favorite from last list until June 20th. Regardless of which team name earns the most fan votes, the club will simply wear Utah on its uniforms next season. The new nickname and branding will debut during the 25-26 campaign. Utah will make its draft choice after San Jose Sharks, number 1 pick, Blackhawks at 2, Ducks at 3, Blue Jackets at 4, and Canadians at 5 are on the clock The draft will be held at the Big Sphere in Las Vegas, June 28th to 29th. That's not bad. Okay. Uh-huh. Let's see. Um, uh, the UFL championship game has been set. The Stallions' dream of a three-peat is still alive. Two-time reigning USFL champion Birmingham rallied from an 18-3 deficit against Michigan Panthers at Protective Stadium, earning a spot in the inaugural UFL championship game with the 31-18 victory. Presumed MVP Adrian Martinez was benched after giving up the ball twice to start the second half, and following a pick of his own, backup quarterback Matt Corral settled in to lead the comeback. Let's see. So we know Birmingham is in it. So now, how about the other team? Yes. Indeed. What about the other team? UFL scoreboard, June 9th.
These are the top results.
Okay, let's do this. Yes, we're doing this. Okay, Panthers lost to the Birmingham Stallions 31-18 last night. And yesterday, you sure it was? Nope, it was today. San Antonio Brahmas defeated the St. Louis Battlehawks by a score of 25-15. So it's Birmingham and San Antonio in the championships of the United Football League. Mark 1. Okay, so we got you that. Okay, let us. I'm getting some entertainment news for you, at least we hope. Let's see. Trying to. Let's see. Yeah, let's get to Chrome here. Find what we got. Um, let's see. We don't want to do that. Trying to find if there's anything more we can give you. Congratulations, Waffle House. You're raising your servers' pay across the country. Haikiba. And I think, well, there's not much going on in the entertainment world. So we got about 51 minutes left. Actually, we got about 10 minutes left before we say our nighty nights to you all. Yeah, let's. I want to get rid of a couple of games here. Okay. Want to tell you folks that Monday we're going to be here. Don't forget 10 o'clock Monday. Another big, exciting week beginning. Fun, excitement, thrills, chills, and suspense. Well, not much suspense. But it's been a good night. You know how we're going to do this? Uh, I've been wanting, we got to get some karaoke. Okay? Yeah, let's do some karaoke to sort of wrap up the night. Or do you want minor league scoreboard? We'll do the minor league. We'll start that on Monday again. Okay, but right now I gotta do something because I felt lousy this morning and I just feel a little bit better. So right now we are going, believe it or not, to do some karaoke. That's right. Let's do some karaoke. Let's see. Hey, what about we've done Sinatra? How about we do? How about we do a little? How about we do a little Andy Williams? No, no. Let's. No, I know who I wish. I know who I want to sing, and I want to do it properly. There we go. Here we go. A little something up tempo, hopefully.
Sounds like you're a baritone. I'm adjusting all songs
Whoops.
now to fit your voice.
Commercials. Don't want commercials. Let's do this. Here we go. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying my someplace is here. If I had it in my power, I'd arrange for every girl to have your charm. Then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. If I had it in my power, I would arrange for every girl to have your charms. Then every minute of every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Cute little kitty. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. And guess what? We got about 3 minutes left. Yay! We killed off 5 minutes. That's what I love about doing this program the way we got it. It's surprising. Anyway, clock here says 10:58. On our running clock, it says 55 minutes 30 seconds. Who do we believe? The running clock. So, folks, want to remind you we are back on the air tomorrow night, 10 o'clock in the evening. We're going to have all the action from the Stanley Cup finals. We're going to have baseball. We're going to have all the sports, all the entertainment news, maybe a few little links in the karaoke department. But one thing is for certain, we're doing this all for you, and we want to say a big thank you to all of you for watching. We're back tomorrow night. Keep that countdown going for my friend Uno's appearance here. It won't be long. But folks, we got to say goodnight right now. Everything is going exactly as it should, and we hope it stays that way. Thank you, everybody. We love you. And from all of us here, from my producer and co-host, one of my co-hosts, actually I call him equal host, my producer and equal host, Mr. Matthew Nichols, the wizard, to Jay, the brain with two ends, to avoid legal man, and everybody else who is a part of this show, one way or another. I'm back tomorrow night once again to make your lives somewhat bearable with sports and a little fun, and I can't wait to do it all over again. Thank you, everybody, and I've just noticed there. So from all of us here at the Tom O'Neill Memorial Studios at Park Forest Apartment Complex, 4th floor, I'm Steve, the Baxman Baxley, live from behind the Dizzy Lou Productions microphones, saying, we'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Thank you. 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Until then, please, whatever you do, keep smiling, because let me tell you something. It feels so good. Good night. Don't forget, hug your kids when you get home tonight. Be safe and drive safely on the way home. And when you get home, hug your wife, hug your significant other, and of course, hug your children. Tell them you love them. And if they ask you why you're doing this, you just tell them, because I want you to know I do love you. I love everybody. Thank you all very much. And from the bottom of my little old heart, I say to you with love, good night, and we're back tomorrow. See ya. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network. And for that, I'm very thankful. Good night, everybody, and blessings.